The man I got was from this source. I want him to come and stay here because this will solve a lot of problems. And we are working here, we are working with files. We know, we may not know all, but we have files about some of this issue. Ssemujju is here. He has campaigned. If the NMP was funded the campaign very well, Ssemujju, if you are trying to use reference.
No.
Listen,
can you respond to my question? I'll raise those issues later.
Okay.
To what extent now, is Katonga causing the unease at Najananku?
Katonga, Doctor left the FDC saying he's going to activism. In fact, he should act for activism. And in our constitution, under Article 12, duties of a member, which I must read here, so that everybody listen. The duties of every member is to protect the name of the party, work honestly and efficiently for the party, promote the aims and objectives of the party, register and vote, pay his or her party dues, canvass support for the party. The moment you don't register and vote, you are not a member. So for us as Najananku, we said it will be too prolonged. We must do participate in election and activism. Our friends at Katonga says it's on activism. And the people who are saying activism are the people who are even elected, like Lord Mayor. You say, for me, I was waiting for Lord Mayor to resign. Then I would say, hey, it is serious. But for him, he's getting and whatever. Pay his dues or party dues. Some of these members, you see, are just making, but they don't pay party dues. One thank you also you pay his dues from Parliament.
How about this?
You ask him. He doesn't pay. Even Lukwago, as the Lord Mayor, he doesn't pay. But you see, making noise at whatever. The other one, canvass support for the party. To canvass support for the party, it means when our candidates have stood, you must campaign for them. We have history here.
Are you sure Besigye doesn't pay subscription? His membership to the party?
That one we shall deal with at the right time. But I want to talk about this one, of where you support membership. I want here to live here. Ssemujju here and Lukwago were here. When Amriat came here, they never conferred support for him. We can assume Amriat was what needed first. What about the local councillors? What about other MPs? I had one MP saying, I'm happy I'm the only MP from this region. That's very criminality. You cannot be only one and be happy. You should canvass support for your members.
Okay.
So, sir, Kagwa, you brought us to deal with the matters.
Okay.
So, what is the problem with Nagi?
You mean Honorable Ssemujju doesn't have FDC leaders?
If the votes of the mayor are the same voters of MP, why didn't the mayor is not mayor here?
Honorable Ssemujju, this in a way augments the argument from Honorable, you hold it there. When he was addressing the press conference, he said, you and your group are targeting taking FDC to the National Unity Platform. That what you're raising is not the matter at hand. The issue that you're raising is to weaken FDC and deliver it to NUP.
And he said, you need to continue, that he would rather take a FDC to NRM.
I'm not sure he said that.
Who said? I saw we see now. You see these people were there. I have
would
never
rather take it to NRM.
Where? Because I'm here.
Let me tell you.
Okay, that's okay. Let me record it. You see,
for me, I have worked for the FDC to the best of my ability, as people say. What I didn't do, I am sorry, it was not within my ability. As opposition, our view I am now running is different from them. Everybody who is involved in fighting the Museveni family that have taken over this country is an ally, whether you have a party or you don't have it. I don't see anything wrong working with NUP. I don't see it absolutely. Why shouldn't I work with NUP? Why shouldn't I work with any other opposition?
No, you want to weaken FDC and then build NUP.
Weaken it by doing what?
By mudslinging. The blackmail campaign.
You are missing the point. The last elections were there. He says you not campaign for Amriat.
Yes, you did.
I am the one who branded Amriat, drove him to the nomination before he was kidnapped from me there.
And that's where it stopped.
Because I also had a campaign to run. Ask Besigye if I have been moving around with Besigye. My duty is to brand you and release you to go and campaign. And I also concentrate on my own campaign because I am a candidate.
Yeah, but in your constituency, you never campaigned.
He didn't come to my constituency. In Kampala, the Wakiso Yone came to Nakawa. I was with him here in Naguru. And then we are tear gas today. So really, they are just scapegoating. Me, I stood with FDC and my work, by the way, in the campaign. You were the one inviting me every now and then to speak for Amriat. So did you want me to carry him on my back?
I just want to tell our viewers out there that shortly we'll be reading out some of the comments that are running on Afro Mobile. And we want to thank you very much for your subscription to Afro Mobile. Please continue.
So I'm asking you, did you want me to carry Amriat on my back? Because the moment you have candidates that are spread, in fact, their duty, if they are at a regional level, they can help. But the first and foremost, they have to do their own campaign for them to be successful. In my constituency, the whole of Chirab municipality was blue. I campaigned for FD's candidate. I have councillors at all levels in my constituency. But for me, those are small things. I don't want to be diverted from
Let's get to the big issue.
The bigger issues is money and elections.
The big issue
Yes. So these smaller issues, it's just people to attempt
is
to divert you.
Nandala's sinister plot that you allege that he wants to take FDC to NRA.
I have no doubt in my mind that by bringing money from Mr. Museveni, and I have no doubt that that money came.
Why do you link it to Mr. Museveni?
You see,
Is there any clue whatsoever?
There are things that we don't say. One time, the Honorable Amanya Mushega told me, Osijirenda.
But you said it.
So, you may not want to disclose each and everything. But this money came. I have told you, Nandala says we're a party that is broke, we don't have money. The first thing is to go to motor care and buy brand new vehicles. This has never happened in the history of the FDC. In a campaign, I have prepared Dr. Vesigi to go for presidential campaigns. We've been using old vehicles, just one van. But this time, brand new. And up to today, I don't know, except one that I sometimes see at Najanankom. The rest went with them. They are their vehicles. So the bigger issue in the FDC is that money came in. What were the conditions?
From undisclosed source.
Because
can you repeat that?
Let me tell you. The tradition of the party, and I have been sitting at all the organs of the party. When you have money that has come in, you may actually not even disclose the source. But we sit, we have a finance committee, you disclose it, you can tell us that the source does not want to be known. And then it is formally expended. That's why the Deputy Treasurer General, the Honorable Mbujuchi, also doesn't know. So if this money came in, the first thing is to come and disclose it, and then institutionally spend that money. Then you all take responsibility for it. But this particular one, as the Honorable Mbujuchi said, was being spent at his residence. And I have told you, the time of arrival is the time you see. There are things that I will not say because I don't want to be indecent.
Well, Honorable Nandala, do you insist that the source of funding will never be disclosed?
You see, you know that.
And how honest are you being, especially after bringing out the other shirt issue?
No,
we're now looking at.
That's somebody that sent me the message of the shirt. Those are in my earlier years.
You said you never wear short-sleeved shirts.
You watch. I wanted to tell you, if I have taken, I think more than okay, let me maybe make it simpler. In the last 10 years, I have not put on a long-sleeved shirt. If I want to be simpler, because these issues we are talking of 21. But I can say that was in my formative. Somebody has sent me a message.
Okay.
But you have to tell, and you can see, because I'm not used to it, I'd even folded it already. I don't know if you saw it. It wasn't tied. It shows you that I am allergic to long-sleeved shirts.
Yeah, but it's not the first time that you've been photographed with long-sleeved shirts.
No, you take Kabaka. This is what I have not. What I want to say, I have said in this. You see, anybody who mentions man, that's why we have said bring evidence. And I want to tell you, because the one whom you are talking about, Deputy Treasurer General, is fundraising. He has never fundraised even 1 shilling. If he fundraised for himself. Because those are the people, those are things we're talking about. The committee does not, that committee you're talking of finance is chaired by the Treasurer General.
Okay.
Now,
Did
let
the
me-
Besigye question the source of money at any moment when you took money to him?
No,
And
you see, that is where we are saying he never. And that's why it was one of the things which was taken.
did you take money to his residence?
I have said yes. And what he never questioned.
Where did you pick it from?
From the bank. And I've even given them a statement of a bank, Stanbic Bank, Chambogo. I have.
How did it get onto your account in Stanbic?
You don't know that I'm a businessman. My friend, let me tell you, I am a large taxpayer. I file my returns annually for companies and person. I've just checked, of course, some of my colleagues, they don't file returns. Go and cross-check about me if you're not aware. I'm not coming as a peasant.
But
Now, let me make my case. You see? Now, if I was talking about that, is where we make mistakes. But that one where we have said, I am ready for evidence. Because if doctor said the money was bad, why didn't he return it and say, this evidence, this is stolen what? Stolen money. If when we were receiving the money back because the money was made for agents, we received it in installments on 14th of January, twice.
Received from
the petrol station in Zambia. So, but that's what I said. Those are matters for the elders.
You withdrew money from your account, took it to Besigye. What did you want him to do with the money?
No, we said for agents. But because let me tell you, every election.
Yet he wasn't participating in the exercise.
Ask him if it was the first time. You ask him.
I think we also need to be honest. Besigye is not here.
Yeah,
that's why I said this issue of the money, the Honorable Nandala should stop provoking us. When you took the money to Besigye, you told him someone had given you money, it was too much, you wanted him to keep it. That's why Besigye convenes the first meeting where you, Nandala, Ekanya, Jack Sabit, Wafuro Ogutusad, and you said the money came from your radio station. Now you are changing stories.
Can you imagine it now?
You said, because first of all, you are accusing Besigye that he did not campaign for Amriyad. That bad man, why would you take him money?
No.
The very bad man who is very bad, he hasn't campaigned for Amriyad, and then you carry money to him. Why? Why didn't you bring it to me? Was it too much that you, Nanda, you cannot keep 300 million shillings?
Now, we're coming now. You have seen. What happened is between me and
the money, let me tell you, was too much. They were fidgeting with it, looking for where to put it. That's how you went to Besigye's place.
I never went to Besigye's home.
You said your brother at midnight.
No, Besigye, we were in Nakatonga.
You said that money.
Now, you are not there. You are
your brother. I know. Because
I am the one. I went on second.
And Besigye was frightened.
No way.
That's how you convinced the first meeting. Wafura, Jack Sabit, Ekanya. You sat in the meeting.
Besigye fears 300 million.
300 million?
He was frightened that someone can bring you money to say we have too much money.
If he has kept billions, I want to tell you if he has done it.
Why of all people would you consider Besigye to receive money?
Is a very hostile man, not campaigning.
You said he wasn't supporting your candidate. What kind of dishonesty is this?
No. On 2nd October, campaigns are not. Are we getting me? It was 2nd October.
But the meeting I had in the Besigye's compound with you, I was there, and he said, you will find me in the shade reading books. I am not following you in your campaigns.
No. He never said anything like that.
But people were there. You can bring here Wafura. Ask Ekani.
I think let us be frank to each other. Let me tell you that the money was taken on 2nd October 2020. The campaign went up to 14th of January. Those were more than 2.5 months.
And all throughout, Besigye was keeping the money.
Exactly. That's why we are saying. That's why you can ask. And we have done it always. Why? Because we said they can garnish my account. For agents, let us keep this. And it was for that. You see, we had said each polling station shall pay 10,000.
How did Besigye react when you took the money?
First of all, we talked at Katonga. You see, if people are sincere, we talked at Katonga. Then he said, no,